welcome to Lily Mercer and Friends. I'm here with Kwengface. Welcome.
What's up, Lily? You alright?
Nice to meet you. It's like I think my first drill interview on my channel, so I'm very excited to have you here.
Yeah.
Also, I think you're doing something real different in drill. I think you're lyrically saying a lot more than the average artist. You're lyrically very talented.
Thank you.
So how did you get into? I know you started rapping at a really young age, but how did you get into making drill music specifically?
Obviously, I think that's just what was popping at the time. So obviously we're gonna hop onto what's popping, try and get the most out of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's probably what made us start. It's just that not everyone was doing it, but that's what was popular, isn't it? Yeah.
It was like the right sound.
Yeah.
And I know you, because obviously Chicago drill is huge, and you're a big fan of the artists in the scene. So growing up, that's what you.
Yeah. That as well. But it is the same. But it's completely different. Like UK drill and US drill is completely different.
Yeah. But that's the strange thing, because I mean I'm a fan of both. But when people are like, what is drill then? Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, what are the styles of drill? And it's like, I don't think that the sound is the same, but I think the content is the same.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, the content's very much the same. So, but obviously the sound is different. I'd say like UK drill is more like an offspring of like grime.
Yeah. But
just with more like grittiness to it.
That's so true. Yeah. I also feel that with drill music, because I'm a really big fan of trap. I'm a big fan of all different parts of hip hop, but I feel that drill is the first new genre that we've had in probably about 10 years in rap. Do you know what I mean? Trap has been around.
Definitely. I'd definitely say that still. I think before that, like I said, there was grime. And since grime, drill, innit? It's drill.
Do you think it's gonna? Because I've noticed that there's a whole Australian scene. Obviously it started in Chicago, but the UK is repping drill harder than anyone else right now, in my opinion. Drill in Chicago isn't even as active like that anymore.
Yeah.
And then now you've got Australia, you've got France, you've got all these new kind of places making drill. Do you think that this will have a longevity the way trap does, or do you think it's do you think it's got the chance of being a strong enough genre to stand the test of time?
I think it depends. It depends on the country. I feel like here it won't have longevity because the government's trying to shut it down completely. That's probably the same. It's probably the same with America. A lot of people is dying. They're probably putting it towards to the US drill music, blah blah. So they probably went down hard on it. Most of the artists went to jail, blah blah. So that's another reason why I would say it won't last for too long. So, but in some countries it could, but I don't know how it's set up over there. But yeah.
It's true though, because I don't know if you saw recently Rolling Loud Festival in America. So Don Q, Pop Smoke, Casanova, Chef G and someone else, they were supposed to perform, and the New York police said no.
Is it?
They just let the show carry on. Well, the problem is, but the thing was Casanova was like, it's been 10 years since I got a conviction, so it's not fair, do you know what I mean? Which I kind of see his point. It's like, if you can't prove anything for 10 years, why is he not allowed to perform it in his hometown? But with that being said,
he's talking some stuff that aren't true. It's the same with me. I ain't been to jail or nothing.
Yeah.
Do you get it? But police are still hard on them because of what man's talking about, and what I'm talking about, it is sometimes as police will say, it is referring to real life events. So if do you get it? They're not gonna entertain Casanova. He hasn't been arrested for years, but what he's talking is the talk.
Yeah, so. I know what you mean. But that's the thing, and even in Chicago it's even worse, because when that happened in New York, a journalist I know in Chicago was like, listen, it's been like that for us for longer. And he said Chief Keef's hologram can't perform in Chicago because they think it will incite violence. Just having a show.
I don't blame them, but I do blame them, innit? I can't lie. You see, if Keef is in Chicago, that is a job. Everyone's all his ops are sliding around. They're gonna go shoot up that party. Do you get it? So I understand why they're not doing it, innit? But they need to know some of the things is patterns. Do you get it? Some of the things are patterned, but they're not hearing that though, man.
But my favourite artist from the Chicago drill scene has been G Herbo. And G Herbo is someone that, if you look at what music he makes now, he's come out of drill and he makes songs speaking on the pain of losing all your friends. He's got some really deep songs about that.
He does still.
So do you think it's sometimes it's unfair to label an artist, especially someone as young as, say, G Herbo was 16 when he started dropping songs. He's making songs like Kill Shit when he's 16. Obviously he's gonna grow and understand.
He's gonna grow up. It's true, no, for real. Cause same with Little Dirt. Still, same with Little Dirt. He switched up the way he was doing things. It's true, but I don't know, man. They're not hearing that still. They're not hearing that. They're just looking at it like, these guys are dying. This gang is beefing this gang. This guy's rapping, acting at this guy, blah blah blah. They're not looking at it as blah blah blah. So it's just what it is, isn't it? Like,
but your whole rise has come with, Zone 2. You've always been like known as the drill artist. But I've noticed, I mean, even we just heard your upcoming single, your new single, Sonic 2. That's got a more versatile sound to it. Like, you've got the ability to make all kinds of genres within hip hop, right?
Yeah, of course. Do you know what it is, Before the drill thing, I used to rap before drill, innit? So I know how to rap. My friends know, we all know how to rap. But it's just that, obviously, we jumped on this rap thing when drill was about it, and we was kind of causing some trouble in the area. So that's why people are gonna look at us this certain way. So when we're playing, like when me and my mates are playing like normal rap songs to them, they're like, bro, like, that's mad. So you lot can do that. That's talent, They just think, we're just a bunch of hooligans running around. Yeah, we can spit a few bars here and there and that. But at the end of it, we're just hooligans. Like, but obviously they don't know that we actually have talent in this thing. Like, it's actually talent. Like, man knows how to bar. If I want to hit a high note, I can hit a high note if I want, innit? But it's just like, it's how we portrayed ourselves, isn't it? That's all that it is. And the music we was jumping on and all of that stuff. So it's just, right now, it's just about switching it up. It's about switching it up, to be honest,
Because I noticed that I saw you say that Lil Durk was probably your favourite in the Chicago scene, and I was thinking about Durk's music now. Really isn't drill. Durk does everything. So is that someone who like you feel that's you want your career to be slightly more versatile like that?
I've always wanted it to be like that. I've always wanted to be like that. Cause I know I have no limits. Like, I have no limits, so I've always wanted to like try different things when it comes to the music thing. Like, and then I see guys like Lil Durk do it, then I'm like, so it can be done. It can be done. A youth from the streets that's doing a normal drill thing just switches it up, switch up his fan base, just do the thing, the normal rap thing properly. So it can be done. I respect my man for that one still. Yeah, man.
That's why I'm excited to hear your project, because having heard like Twix is such a big song. Twix like on 500,000 already. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then even like your Lightwork freestyle recently, which is again it's drill, but it's so hard. Like that's the thing. You can rap so well that I think a lot of people have maybe not heard enough drill artists.
No, of course they haven't. Not yet.
But I feel like you're like in the top group of like lyricists in that scene. So is that something that we'll hear more on the EP? Like, what do you think you're gonna offer us with the EP?
Yeah, like I'd say, I don't know, you see with this EP, because it hasn't got a lot of drill in it, I'm not too sure if my fans are gonna appreciate it still, but it does have a mixture. It's got everything, normal rap, it's got like trap, it's got like more upbeat type of, like party type of vibes, it's got like normal just drill stuff, like drill, so it's for everyone, but I can't lie, I've got more with just normal rap than drill. So I don't know how my fans are gonna like feel about that one. Cause obviously I'm a drill rapper, I've got drill fans, blah blah. But let's just see still. But my bedroom said to me, at the end of the day, good music's good music, innit? If it's good, they'll like it. Doesn't matter if it's drill or not drill. So let's just see where.
Also, you could be the one to open your fans' minds up. You could actually improve their ears rather than it being like, oh, they turn off. I'm sure your fans are going to turn off when they really.
I tried it before. They weren't even feeling it.
Really?
Yeah. I got on the remix with Swarms, Bally remix, and like a couple people's messaging me like, nah man, we don't want that stuff, we want the drill stuff, like, we like you talking that stuff, like, don't change basically. Don't be like them industry dons, like when you get a bit of fame and that, you just try and go and make some lovey-dovey songs and blah blah blah. I'm just like, fam, like.
Yeah, but Durk does it and it works, so.
Fam, I'm just like, fam, like, what do you want me to do? Be talking about the madnesses all day long and that, get nicked and that. I can't lie, like, I'm banned from. I can't say. I've been served an injunction. I can't say certain things that so that. Do you know what an injunction is? Yeah, I can't say certain things. I've been sent to court. They're like, right, you can't say this, you can't say that. So I kind of don't have a choice but to kind of sway in that direction anyway. Cause if I carry on talking that drill stuff and all that mad stuff and that, that's what I'm saying. If you compare me last year to now, I toned it down a lot, innit? Cause because of that injunction, innit? So, like, if you see me sway into that direction, don't think it's because man's turning moist on you or not. It's because of that thing, do you get it? I kind of don't have a choice still, but yeah, man, I'm just trying to work around it at the moment still.
But to be fair, that's right. Your freedom is more important than someone replaying a song just because they like it. You know, I think that you're an artist. You're not like just a draw MC. So if anyone in your crew, like your followers, like they don't respect that, then they're not really your fan, in my opinion.
Really, no, it's true still.
Yeah, true. And especially because like I feel like from what I've seen of your career, you're on a journey. You're like making, you're making music that will last.
No, definitely.
So tell me a bit about Twix, because like Twix it's like that real wordplay that when it comes around, you're like, oh, I like that. That's smart, you know. Yeah. So did you think of the bar and you were just like, ooh, that's a good one? It
was even meant to be in the verse, but my producer was like, no, that's hard. Like put it in the chorus, innit? So we just ended up slapping in the chorus. And then calling the tune Twix, and then started. I can't. Like, most of the things man does on tunes is natural still. Like it's either natural or an accident. So yeah, so it is.
What's been the best like feedback you got about the song?
Twix.
Yeah.
Boy, the best feedback I've got is that I need to do better videos. That's the best feedback I've got. I swear.
You hang around some rude people, I gotta say.
Yeah, I know.
But at least they're honest.
It's harsh criticism.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, no, I'm joking. No, the best feedback I got is just, I don't even know. People just say the tune's hard, innit? But the video could have been better. So I think that's what man needs to work on now, like videos and that. Like the level of videos and things like that. Yeah, but other than that, I didn't really hear much from Twitch still.
I feel like I'm hearing it a lot out, and that's the best feedback you can get is when you can see it's doing numbers like outside. It's not just sometimes songs are big on the radio and no one really wants to hear them. Do you know what I mean?
No, I do hear that stuff. I'm not really in the industry like that, so I wouldn't really know. Yeah, I wouldn't really know.
But I feel like, with the EP you got a chance. Like you're still, pretty early in terms of like, definitely. You've done a lot of like freestyle. There's loads of stuff of you out there, but in terms of you releasing a professional video and a single, you're still quite new to that.
No,
so
definitely still.
You've got a lot of like room to make those videos,
No, I still got a long way. I still got time as well. Still, it's just trying to make things pattern, getting everything together. So that's the most important thing.
How do you tend to like record most of your music? Do you like come to the studio and it's all in that zone, or do you write at home to a beat and then go to the studio?
Depends still. But most of the time, I get my best work done from sitting at home, right? And I just sit in my car, smoke. I'll disappear for like 4 hours and no one will call me like, where have you gone? I'm just like, outside, isn't it? In the car, writing bars. Just keep getting at it. I'll be like, oh, no, I like this line, but I don't like this line. Let me take this, let me keep this, blah, blah, and then I got a song in it. I'll come down, record it. Then man will either tell me if it's a yeah or no. Bam. Just, yeah.
So these better not be the people that are telling you it's harsh stuff.
No, they're part of the team.
Okay, good. So you got like your sounding board. They will tell you. Yeah. And like, who in terms of production, like, do you have your go-to kind of people, or is it like you just kind of get beats sent to you?
Mostly I kind of go to like Sapphire Beats. Yeah. But like, I do go on YouTube and like have a listen sometimes. I find some good beats on YouTube. So if it's not him, it's Gotti on him. If it's not them two, I can't. I'm going on YouTube.
I think it's funny how YouTube is like the go-to place for beats
definitely. So definitely, it's always been the go-to place. Yeah. Always. Now you can just type. But before it was different. If you heard a beat you like, you have to actually like find out what beat it is. Do a whole madness to find a beat. Now you can just find something similar. Oh, I like this fucking Kwengface beat. Let me just look up Kwengface type beat. You're gonna see like 10 of them that all sound like the one that you just liked. So it's different now, man.
But does that ever have you, because sometimes like I used to get really frustrated if someone like copied me or started doing something similar to me, and then I was like, you just every time you change your style, and if they keep copying you, people will clock it. Yeah. So do you feel a bit like you have to keep changing it up because people are typing in Kwengface type beat on YouTube?
Sometimes, but not with the beats.
Yeah.
More with like the flows and that and all of that stuff. But with the beats, if I see like Kwengface type beat and it's similar to the one that I just jumped on, and it's good, I might jump on it still. I might be like, ooh, I might just make this a Kwengface type sound. Like, this is my sound. So if anyone jumps on it, and be like, oh, that sounds like Kwengface, like blah blah blah. Still, so I don't know. It depends. It all just depends. It all just depends. So, but,
Have you always been called Kwengface as well? Is that your only MC name?
Yeah.
It proper stands out as well. I respect it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you'll have a rapper and it's like, you know, maybe slightly similar to someone else. It's really hard to find on socials, but yeah, people get straight to you.
I didn't even make it for it to stand out or nothing. I think Wiley messaged me like, that is a mad name, Kwengface. That's a mad name, like blah blah blah. And for time I was thinking, what's he talking about? Like, how is that a mad name? Like how? Like in my area, everyone that's just normal. Like, how is that a mad name? I started hearing it a lot. Kwengface, that's a mad name. I've never heard that one before. Blah blah. Like, what does Kwengface even look like? Like blah blah and that. Like, I got a bit of a baby face underneath this mask, innit? I can't lie. You see when people see me, they're like, you don't even look like a Kwengface. Like, Kwengface is meant to be ugly. Like, and I'm like, is he meant to be ugly? Like, I didn't even know that still. But yeah, just think just the name, innit? Just intimidating name.
Yeah. But it's like, I mean, from a journalist perspective, it's easy to find you.
Yeah,
like,
if, definitely.
Even you go on YouTube, type in Kwengface, sometimes there's certain artists, like for example, I love him, but Dave East. Dave East is like his real name kind of thing. It's like when you search Dave East, you're gonna get a million Dave East.
Yeah,
so you literally stand out, and like there's no one else that can have your name now.
Yeah,
so.
That's true still. If you try to take my name, you're done out, yeah, still. Yeah.
So what's your do you have like an end goal in music, or is it even outside of music? What's your the thing you hope to accomplish in it?
It's definitely outside of music.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely outside of music. So obviously, because I did a bit of studying that business, innit? So my family's into housing and all of that stuff, so I think I'll probably go into that, like go more into that one. So music is just a flip, man. It's just a quick flip still. Literally, like, don't get me wrong, I love music, innit? I've always loved music, but it's not something I wanna just stay in, innit? Like, you know how Africans are, like, even when I'm going to the African events and that, they're like, oh, so what are you doing now? And I'm like, I'm doing music. I can see it in their face, like, that bullshit, like, I thought you was gonna say doctor or something, or lawyer or something, like, you know what I mean, like, music. But yeah, no, I think couple years everyone will understand that there's a lot of money in music, man. There's a lot of money in music still.
But also, if you're using music as a tool to get somewhere, and also you're not making throwaway music, so at least it's you are taking it seriously as well. It's not, you know.
Of course.
But I'm excited to hear I'm especially excited to hear the EP. But I'm excited to hear what you go on to do, because you're still young in your career as well.
Definitely still.
So I want to end it with one final question. I do want to ask a little bit about your dog. Does your dog ever will we ever see your dog in one of your visuals? Is it going to come?
He's in Twix.
Is he in Twix? What? Is that when he's a baby?
Yeah.
Well, he's proper young. Small, I didn't think that was the same dog though.
He's so small, yeah, he's got big.
He's got literally 4 times the size.
Yeah. When did you shoot that? In August. Yeah. Obviously, man's in November.
So he was newborn,
Yeah, it was 7 weeks. 7 weeks. He's a big boy now. So I'm gonna get him in the next thing still. Yeah. I try to bring him to Wales, but obviously management, they're not on it.
They ruined my day. I was supposed to meet a dog today.
They're not on it. But yeah, it's good that he didn't even come, because I don't think we'll be able to do this properly. Yeah, every minute I'll be like, stop it.
No, I won't leave him here. Shh.
No, he is good though. If you make him sit here, he'll stay there still.
Well, next time I interview you, you're bringing the dog, right?
Definitely.
We're making a pact now. I want to meet your dog next time.
Definitely, still. Nice dog.
Well, thank you very much for your time and for playing Sonic too as well. I'm excited to see more.
Cool, definitely.
Thank you.